Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, Miss P2 Ross said yes. Good morning, everybody. I see you. Miss P2 Ross, Miss LaQuanza, Mocha Drop, Miss Tina. Shout out to you for dropping down and speaking at least this morning. I appreciate it. Girl, what's the T? Miss LaQuanza. Good morning, Miss Diane. I see you. Good morning. Good morning. Well, listen, y'all. We are here to discuss. Did I speak to Mocha Drop? Mocha Drop. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I just scrolled up. I'm like, I hope I spoke to everybody. Okay. Listen, y'all. So we are going to discuss we have an update on the Shanquilla Robinson case. Y'all already know that this case is dear to me. Um, and every time I hear an update, I try to bring it to you guys because I don't know. For me, this story was very important. The thing that I always think about is that these six hellish individuals get to enjoy holidays, they get to enjoy birthdays, they get to enjoy everything, but they took this girl's life away from her. And her family has to go through the process of her not being at the Thanksgiving table, at the Christmas table, or anywhere for that matter. And I'm just like, really, y'all know how I feel about this. Like, I just feel like we need to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So it has been a while since I've given you guys an update. I know it's been about at least 6 to 7 months. Um, what we do know is that the United States had decided not to um, do any charges on the Cabo Six at all. So what ended up happening was the family ended up filing a suit against the Cabo Six. Now, do y'all know that Dejanay Jackson changed her name to Imani Green? Did y'all know that? hmm No, you trash whether you Imani Green, you trash whether you Dejanay Jackson. You ain't shit. Okay, I mean it's just a period point blank fact of the matter. Okay, um, I don't know how I feel about a lot of this stuff that's going on. I'm gonna give you guys a few updates before I get to where we are now. Oh yeah, yeah. She changed her name. She changed her name. She changed her name from Dejanay Jackson. And Dejanay Jackson, if you guys remember from the video, she was the one that beat on Shanquilla. She absolutely did change her name. Y'all, this video is monetized and I don't want it to be. Hold on one second. Reason why I don't want it to be is because I will slip up and say something. Hold on. Let me see monetization. I'm going to turn it off. Okay, there we go. All right. And plus, I never monetized any videos where I talked about Shanquilla. So okay, there we go. Did she think changing her name was gonna make her go away? I think she did think that. What's up, Timeout Sports Podcast? I didn't know that Shanquilla was your classmate. I did not know that, but she's still the same demon. Oh, absolutely, she is the same demon. She doesn't get to escape that, not one bit. All right, so give me a moment here, guys. And I appreciate y'all for being here this morning. Um, it's what 31 people up in here. Is that what I saw? 37 people in here. Listen, um, let me say this before I get into the Shanquilla and the Cabo Six situation. I do ask those of you who know how to get to the throne of grace with prayer to say a prayer for my father. I can't take any more losses right now, y'all. I cannot. Oh my god, I cannot. And my dad unfortunately is not doing well. And My dad is my heart. My dad is my heart. And I'm truly like not well this morning just because um I'm trying to do this without getting emotional. Because this live is not about me. Um However, I do ask that y'all keep my dad and my family in prayer. There was a tragic accident that happened. My dad is a mechanic and he works on vehicles, and of course, well, I'm not gonna say of course, but he works on vehicles. And so he was working on a vehicle and the car fell on him. Has broken a lot of bones. Um, he, I'm trying not to be too graphic, but he also lost an eye. Um, and he has internal head bleeding going on. So if you guys could just send up a prayer for me, that would be great for him, for his healing, and for me to kind of keep it together because I'm right now again. I'm not in a good place to lose anything. I'm just not. I'm not. I'm my God today. I'm not. So again, I just ask that you all please, 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 um, keep him in prayer and keep my family in prayer as well. I really do appreciate it. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. Shanquilla Robinson and the Cabo Six. Again, I've stated several times, Cabo Six ain't shit. I mean, I've never wished them luck. I pray that even when they go pee, I pray when they go. I just pray no peace over them. Like my hope is that y'all are uncomfortable in everything that y'all do, especially Khalil and Dejanay. Okay, especially Khalil Cook and Dejanay. Well, now you got a new name, girl. Whatever. All right, so let me see here. We got several updates to go through. All right, so now this was from November of last year. Okay. And let's just kind of go ahead and catch everybody up. So the mother of the North Carolina woman who was fatally attacked while vacationing in Mexico is pursuing legal action 2 years later after the tragic accident. Shanquilla Robinson, 25, died in October of 2022. And y'all, I have the lawsuit. I have a copy of the lawsuit, so we're gonna go over the lawsuit in a minute. Um, Shanquilla Robinson, 25, died in October of 2022 while she was on a trip with her friends, who were referred to as the Cabo Six in a lawsuit filed by her mother. The mother alleges that the group told officials Robinson died from alcohol poisoning, but she actually died from a broken neck. Videos later emerged showing the friends physically attacking Robinson, but the FBI never charged anyone or made any arrest in the case. Robinson's mother, Salamandra Robinson, filed a lawsuit against the Cabo Six, the FBI, and the U.S. State Department. The U.S. Department of State on October the 25th of 2024. The Cabo Six consist of Dejanay Jackson, Elise Hyatt, Malik Dyer, Winter Donovan, Khalil Cook, and Nazir Tyree Wiggins, according to the lawsuit. Salamandra Robinson accused the Cabo Six of wrongful death, battery, negligence, conspiracy, and emotional distress. She also accused the Department of State and the FBI investigators failures to delay justice. The lawsuit alleges that Jackson punched Shanquilla Robinson in the face, head, neck, and other parts of her body. The suit calls the attack violent and relentless. Shanquilla Robinson was naked and unable to defend herself, according to the lawsuit. The suit claims that the Cabo Six posted the video on social media, and the videos caused. Oh, sorry, y'all. The ad. Okay, there we go. The suit claims that the Cabo Six posted the video to social media, and the video called Jackson's boyfriend so he could watch the attack. So y'all remember when they were saying that um someone was FaceTiming. So they were saying that they were FaceTiming Dejanay Jackson's boyfriend so that he could see the attack. It also states that the group refused to take Shanquilla Robinson to the hospital or seek any medical attention. It says that no one tried to console or help Shanquilla with her severe and apparently painful injuries, the suit states. It goes on to say that the lawsuit also alleges that the group left Mexico a day early than they originally had planned without telling Mexican officials about the attack. The filing claims that Salamandra Robinson has experienced anxiety, depression, and mental distress after her daughter's death. Shanquilla Robinson was a vibrant and driven 25-year-old who had already established herself as a remarkable entrepreneur and a beloved community member, the suit states. Okay, so this is basically again what the lawsuit is saying. Now, this was filed in October of last year. Okay, all right. Now let's get into the newness of everything. Okay. Okay, so what they're basically doing at this particular point, y'all, is what's going on, IPV? What's up, Terry? What's up, everybody? Thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for the prayers. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So um here you have the Cabo Six who have they all came back a day early. Y'all remember that. That was one of the details for me that told me everything I needed to know. Then you had Khalil Cook, and I believe it was Elise or went, I can't remember which one of them went to um went to uh um Miss Salamandra Robinson's house with Shanquilla's luggage and said that they stayed on that she had died from alcohol poisoning. Some sick people. Okay. So let me get this lawsuit pulled up here. Um okay, wait a minute. No, that's not what I was trying to do. Cancel. Cancel. Okay, there we go. Discard. That's not what I was trying to do. I know it was Khalil, but who was the other person that went? It was Khalil, and it was one of the ladies. I can't remember who it was. I ain't calling you no lady. One of them gals went down there. I'm calling you no damn lady. You ain't no damn lady. Okay, y'all can't figure out how to screen. That's not it either, bro. Okay, well, I'm gonna read it to you guys. Um, I want to say it was Elise that went around there with him. It was either Elise or Winter. One of them went with him to Miss Salamandra's house. Okay, so y'all already know about the lawsuit. Now, okay, this is the wrong one. Okay, here we go. So here are the defendants. The defendants, Imani Green. That is Dejanay. That's Dejanay Robinson. I mean Dejanay Jackson, not Robinson. Lord have mercy. Dejanay Jackson. That's her new name. That's her new name is Imani Green. Her new name is Imani Green. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into this. Oh, wait a minute. Conclusion. Okay, so let me just go ahead and rush y'all and tell y'all what's going on. So basically, Imani Green, Elise Hyatt, and Khalil Cook have all asked for the lawsuit to either be dismissed. Well, they want it to be dismissed because they're saying that it's in the wrong jurisdiction. So they have clearly hired some attorneys, right? And instead of them wanting to have this situation go through the United States, go through the state of North Carolina, they have decided that that the jurisdiction is incorrect, and they want to go full force with Mexico. They want this stuff to be transferred to Mexico. To me, that is not a smart move. Again, that's just to me. That's not a smart move. They may treat you worse over there. I mean, but I don't care. I hope they dog the shit out of y'all wherever y'all go. Honestly. Okay. So it says defendant Khalil Cook in by and through undersigned counsel and pursuing, and of course it gives the thing, and then it says files this memorandum in support of his motion to the court to dismiss this action pursuant to, and then it gives the rule. And it says improper venue, federal rules of civil procedure for improper venue. So they're saying that it's improper. Okay. The venue is improper. Statement of the cause. Plaintiffs filed the North Carolina State Court complaint that initiated this civil action on October the 28th of 2024. Defendants, Federal Bureau of Investigation, and the United States um, and the United States Department of State removed this action to this court on November the 14th of 2024. Defendant Khalil Cook now moves to have the claims against him dismissed pursuant to Rule 12b3 of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure for improper venue under the doctrine of, and then it gives all those case things, the case study or whatever. Statement of facts. Plaintiff's amended complaint alleges various legal theories against bystander Khalil Cook arise out of a fight between two of his travel companions on a trip to Cabo, St. Lucas, Mexico on or about October the 29th of 2022. Miss Robinson died in the hours following the fight. There is no allegation that defendant Cook participated in the fight or touched anyone. Numerous important witnesses reside in Mexico who possesses relevant information regarding plaintiff's claims and Mr. Cook's defenses to those claims. So you mean to tell me your lawyer sat down and thought that it was a good idea to remove this because of the jurisdiction and put it over in Mexico where they clearly got more evidence over there, sir? That is not smart. Anyway, this is crazy. Numerous important witnesses reside in Mexico who possesses relevant information regarding plaintiffs' claims and Mr. Cook's defenses to those claims. Those witnesses include medical personnel who treated Miss Robinson and were in the hotel room prior and shortly after her death. Hotel personnel may also be may have relevant information. Moreover, critical witnesses include Mexican law enforcement who responded to the scene, as well as the coroner's office, who examined Miss Robinson's body and her original cause of death. All of these witnesses would likely be an essential part of any trial of this action. Okay. Hold on. DG said, "Hey, chef, is a move because it would be hard to get them to serve for a case filed in Mexico, personal jurisdiction." Okay, got it, got it. Well, they going around there where all the evidence is at. Also, what up, though, Harold? Okay, thank you, DG. Hopefully, you can stick around and help us out with this. Because if y'all don't know, if y'all have not been following me for a while, again, this story is near and dear to my heart. I've been covering this since day one, since I found out. Okay, so um, We're gonna get into it. Let's keep getting into it. Okay, issue. Where was I? Lord have mercy. Okay, further, a substantial part of the plaintiff's claims occurred in Mexico and would be governed by Mexico law. Mexico has a civil justice system where plaintiffs' claims can be adjudicated. It goes on to say, by his motion, Mr. Cook presents the following issue to the court: whether the court should dismiss the claim against Mr. Cook for improper venue pursuant to doctrine. And of course, it gives that. It says argument. The United States Supreme Court recently clarified that a federal district court should dismiss claims in an action on the grounds that a court abroad is the more appropriate and convenient form of adjudicating the controversy. And then, of course, it gives you all these things, all these, I guess, I don't know what you call those, but it's basically, again, just saying that in order for them to litigate it, they want to move it out of the the Western District of North Carolina and move it to Mexico. And that's really all that it is. And then I have another document. And this document is, it says that defendant Khalil Cook by and through, it's pretty much repeating the same thing. Wherefore Khalil Cook respectfully requests that the matter be dismissed to pursuant. So again, they're asking for it to be dismissed because of where it was initially filed. Now, that ain't the kicker part though. I'm gonna read y'all this article from this one is WCNC Charlotte. So I'm guessing it's a local news station there. Hey everybody, what's going on? Listen. I don't feel bad for none of them. I don't feel bad for none of them. I don't. I don't feel bad for none of them. And let me just say this to you, Dejanay Jackson, you piece of trash. Okay. And y'all, we're gonna call you a piece of trash because we seen what you did in that video. I don't care nothing about them not filing no charges on you. We seen what you did in that video. And I'm calling you Dejanay Jackson. I don't give a damn because you changed your name. You trash girl. You the main one. It's been said that you and Elise and Winter have been out celebrating birthdays. Khalil Cook, you too, you sorry bastard. Y'all all was sitting up, eating, and doing all these things. Shanquilla can't come home and eat. I don't wish no good on none of them. I'm sorry. I don't. I ain't sorry actually. The fourth defendant in the wrongful death lawsuit involving Shanquilla, a Charlotte woman, has filed a motion to dismiss the case, urging that it should be tried in Mexico rather than in North Carolina. Khalil Cook filed the motion on March the 14th in the U.S. District Court of the Western District of North Carolina, joining co-defendants Elise Hyatt, Winter Donovan, and Malik Dyer, who also made similar arguments in February. In his filing, Cook urges that the government, take these complaints involving the interactions with the hotel workers and doctors in Mexico, where the incident actually occurred, that he maintains that the Mexican courts would be better positioned to evaluate applicable laws and compel testimony from the witnesses. In the Western District of North Carolina, Mr. Cook has no ability to compel the testimony of the applicable witnesses to present a fair defense, the motion states. It goes on to say that Cook's attorneys specifically note that he was merely a bystander during the fight between travel companions and did not participate in the fight or touch anyone. Robinson, of course, 25, died in October of 2022 while vacationing in Cabo St. Lucas with 6 acquaintances, because ain't none of them her friends. None of them was her friends. Them was all acquaintances. Okay, no friends. Um, it goes on to say that the lawsuit filed by Robinson's mother, Salamandra Robinson, on October of 2024 alleges that Dejanay Jackson physically attacked Robinson, while others, including Cook, recorded the assault. According to court documents, the group claimed that Robinson was merely dehydrated from drinking when a doctor was eventually summoned. Salamandra Robinson responded to earlier dismissal motion on March the 7th, arguing that North Carolina is the proper venue since all parties are American citizens and key evidence is located in the United States. Uh okay. Okay. Okay, let me finish. They had a video that went viral. The whole world saw the video, and there's still been no arrests since October the 29th. What kind of system is this? Salamandra Robinson told local media last year. The FBI's Charlotte field office previously stated that available evidence does not support a federal prosecution, though they remained open to reviewing new information. What new information? What new information? Procedurally, they made a valid point, but in reality, it would be hard to prosecute or defend this type of case in Mexico due to the language barriers and the need to know Mexican law procedures. Do y'all remember? Thank you, DG. I appreciate that. Do y'all remember back when when a lot of people were talking about this story? Do y'all remember when that Mexican journalist came out? Remember, they ended up getting him to start a Patreon and to start a Cash App. He didn't know nothing about that stuff. Do y'all remember that? Put a one in the chat if y'all remember that. Do y'all remember that? I cannot remember his name, but remember he was going around, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe that he had got some help from some people. Do y'all remember? Okay, y'all saying y'all remember that. Listen, y'all know right after that man got, I guess he gotten a Patreon, or it had to have been a Patreon. I don't think he was monetized on YouTube yet. It had to be like a Patreon because remember he was out here saying that he needed some money to go back and forth and be able to. Sir, you don't even speak English. You don't even speak English. Let's start there. Thank you, PM Chanel. I appreciate that. That's it right there. Gerardo. That was his name. It sure was his name. Trash box, we ain't heard nothing about you since. Nothing about you since. Where you at? Yeah, he was definitely a fraud. What's up, Ray bitch? He was definitely a fraud. Let's be clear. Definitely a fraud. He disappeared and we ain't found that man. We ain't seen that man since. He got that money and got ghost. Okay? That's exactly what he did. He used this situation. Good morning, Symmetry. He used this situation to get that money and then he went bye-bye. I don't even know if that man thing is still up. Okay, let's see. Where did I leave off at? Okay, the lawsuit, which also names the FBI State Department of Defendants, seeks both punitive damage and however y'all say that word, compensatory damages, punitive damage for the wrongful death, battery, negligence, conspiracy, and emotional distress. No trial date has been set as the court considers the pending motions. Okay. So as of right now, or as of this morning, these motions are pending. And y'all know I'm gonna stay on it, right? Oh, I said it correct. Child, 'cause you know I stumble over a word. Also, if they file suit in Mexico, are the defendants obligated to show up? Can the U.S. force them to show up? That's a good question. DG Sweet Jane has a really good question. Are you able to answer that by chance? Good morning, Miss Paulette. Good morning, everybody. If I didn't speak to you, I'm so sorry. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And for those of you that came in here late, Dejanay Jackson changed her name to Imani Green. Okay, Dejanay Jackson changed her name to Imani Green. Girl, we still know you're trash. We still know you're trash. Okay, I don't care if you change your name to. Uh, I don't care what you change your name to. You still trash. Malik, not Malik, not Malik. What was the other boy name that told all them lies? Not Khalil. God dog, why is their name slipping my mind? Hold on. The boy that came out with all them lies and the Shanquilla was out there by that pool. And ain't nobody heard none of the stories that we have heard or seen puts that together. Thank you, Nazir. I don't know why I forgot these folk names. Nazir. In my opinion, they would have to coordinate an extradition warrant with the State Department to have them sent to Mexico to stand trial. Some countries have agreements in place for this type of stuff. Wow. Okay. What happened to the other boy from North Carolina that started a channel about Shanquilla? He never showed his face. Oh, see, I didn't know that. I didn't know nobody started a channel and wasn't showing their face. You know, a lot of people were. Now, see, I can say this. In my opinion, a lot of people were, making money off of this situation. I can go and show y'all. I never mind. Anytime I talked about Shanquilla, I never monetized the video. Because again, when I found out about this story, I got this story mixed up. There was another story at the same time where there were three individuals, and I've done several videos on this, but there were three individuals that were also in Mexico. Now they're saying that they died from carbon monoxide poisoning. However, the family still talking to this day, and the family thinks that somehow, some way, that those three individuals were maybe rugged, and you know what I'm saying, maybe rugged. But that's how I found out about this story. And then shout out to Gerald Jackson from the NC Beat. I had saw him report on this, and I'm like, okay, so this isn't the same story. Immediately, I reached out to him. He came over. We did an interview together about the situation, and after that, um, the family was going through some things, and uh, y'all know that the attorney that's representing them was on Ready to Love. Um, I mean, that's neither here nor there. But anyway, the attorney that is representing them, along with Ben Crump, she had came out and she did state that when they said that they were not going to file any charges on them, she immediately said, "Oh well, we're going to file a wrongful death lawsuit," and that's exactly what they did. They filed the wrongful death lawsuit, and here we are now. On her paperwork, Dejanay said that she changed it because she was being bullied. The audacity. You need to be bullied, ma'am. You need to be something. You need to be bullied. Okay? You need to be bullied. I mean, because you were bullied. Now I was just hoping that that story was true about them coming out here getting beat up. Okay? Because y'all need it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just going and going and I'm gonna go on and say it. I'm gonna go on and say, because I know everybody in this chat probably feel the same way. I think at this point, it's sorry. It's time for some street justice. Mm, it's time for some street justice. Mm. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna call my cousin Pookie in them, because to me, this just I just think that this is ultimately disgusting. How in the hell do y'all walk around on this, or you go to work, you get to do everything that you want to do, and this baby don't? I cannot wrap my mind around that. It's time for some street justice. It's been too long. It's been too long. And the people, since they want to keep playing with us, Street justice is needed at this point. It's needed. Uh-huh. Yeah, come on outside. Just come on outside. Come on outside. Just come on outside. And the fact that y'all are okay with going to Roof Chris and having dinner, y'all are some ooh, baby. Again, street justice is needed at this point. Another example, Russell Simmons went to a country that does not have any extradition or treaty or agreement with the US. So he was able to avoid those criminal. Okay. Thank you for that, DG, because that makes a lot of sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Child. That makes complete sense. Uh-huh. And the sad part about it also too is y'all, the doctor, all them people, they don't speak good English. And when the attorney went over there, she was asking questions. She couldn't even get a translator to help translate what they were saying. She was literally saying that when she went over there to translate, when she went over there to speak with them, it was a language barrier. It was literally a language barrier, and there was no way for them to really communicate in a way that she was understanding anything that they said. She did absolutely say that. She absolutely said that they couldn't find anyone to help translate anything she was saying. It's sad they're living their best. Right. That's the one thing that get me every time. Every time I think about this baby's birthday. I think about holidays. I think about all those things. What's up, Tracy? Shout out to Tracy. I know Tracy's a good way. I appreciate you, Tracy. Um, I don't know. This is just ugh. I live in High Point. Elise was working in High Point. I kept riding by her job. I could never. Sorry, it ain't funny, but no, I listen. Sorry, but I about don't blame you. I don't blame you. Like, I couldn't live in that area and you think that you're gonna be okay. I'm sorry. Just do what you got to do with me. But we're getting some street justice for this baby, Shanquilla Robinson. 25 years old. She still had life ahead of her. Every country is its own sovereign. Oh, dang. Hold on. The what's the name went up. Every country is its own sovereign, so no other country can make them do anything. They don't have to agree. Oh wow. So you saying Mexico don't even have to agree. Now, I'm just making sure I'm getting it right. So you saying basically Mexico doesn't even have to agree to take this to trial. Is that also what I'm reading too? Ooh, in my opinion, there are some big fish and money involved. Oh yeah, and I listen. Can't nobody change my mind about Ben Crump and his ambulance chasing ass. No one can ever make me. You can't tell me nothing about that man. I don't like him. Okay, I don't. I don't. I don't. And your people at your office is rude. I will never forget that. Your people rude. I don't do him. Mexico wants to prosecute. U.S. did not want to send them back, but also did not pursue federal charges here either. Okay, okay, that makes sense too. Um, again, I just think that this situation is all the way. This is crazy. This is crazy. These motions are still pending. We're gonna keep an eye on it because I most definitely want to know where we go from here. Because again, at this point, street justice is a must. I don't like him either. Yeah, I don't like that man. I do not like Ben Crump. There's a couple of other ones that I don't care for either. Okay, let me see. What's up, Miss CM? What's going on? Good morning, everybody. Um, Karen, are you still here, Miss Karen Martin? Are you still here? Let's see. Are you still here? Do any of the other Cabo Six just go around town, or have you seen any of them around town, or maybe do you not recognize them or something like that? Because baby, when I saw that video of them sitting over there at the Roots Chris eating steak and stuff like wasn't nothing going on. I how can y'all eat? Let me see. This case sounds like a question on a choice of law's final exam. Navigating two countries for a criminal and civil case would be different as best. I mean, would be difficult at best without some agreement between the two countries. Well, I'm gonna need these two countries to get it together, and because the United States, y'all are child. I was listening to something the other day where some families said that they hope with this new administration that they get some justice. Please don't, please don't hold y'all breath. Cause anyway, that's another topic for another day. Time Out Sports Podcast said Nazir Wiggins was at homecoming. Wow. Well, Nazir Wiggins, he's up there on the trash level for me too, because you came out here on this internet really thinking that we was dumb and that we were stupid and that we weren't there, but we are able to piece some things together. And that bogus story that you told about you being late and you coming to the villa late, and when you came to the villa, Shanquilla was laying down by the pool and all this kind of stuff, and you decided to sing Mary did you know to her and all that kind of stuff. Girl, boy, bye. The audacity to just walk around town with people. That's my thing, Miss Ross. Like, what? Knowing what you did. That is crazy to me. I don't understand how these people sleep. I don't understand how they eat. I don't understand none of that stuff. I don't get it. God is always watching, and justice and karma will catch their ass for real. Period. So just so y'all know again, Dejanay Jackson changed her name to Imani Green. Imani Green. I don't care if you change your name to Blues Clues. You still ain't okay. You just not. So again, we have four. It's four defendants at this particular point. Elise, Winter, Dejanay, Imani Green, and Khalil Cook. Now, Khalil, I really don't understand how you can show your big fat face. I don't understand it. I don't understand how you can come out here looking the way you looking at any point in time. That I will never understand. You were supposed to be this girl's best friend. Best friend. And you were the one that invited her on this trip with people she wasn't friends with like that. Was not friends with her like that. My last name is Green. Well, her last name don't. Well, maybe she went and grabbed her mama's maiden name or something like that. And let me tell y'all something about y'all parents. Y'all parents ain't either. And I hope that they charge them too in some kind of way. Just figure it out. Yeah, charge the parents. Charge them too. Nazir, mama and daddy. I don't care if the daddy ain't in his life. Khalil Cook, mama and daddy. Elise, mama and daddy. Winter, mama and daddy. Malik, mama and daddy. And grandmama too, if you got to go get somebody. Grandmama and granddaddy. I don't care. All they family knowing what they did, and they just sitting here enjoy. Get all of them. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it. Y'all left a day before because y'all knew. Y'all asked for the shuttle to take you to a nearby. Y'all was so they were supposed to be going to dinner that night. And of course, instead of them going to dinner, they packed up their car and went to the airport. They claimed that they was going to a restaurant at the airport or near the airport. And they went to the airport and came over here. I came. Under what legal? I'm not saying this under a legal theory, DG. I'm just saying the parents, in my opinion, they need to be charged too. I do. I think so. You came over here, you held them over here, knowing exactly what was going on. I just that's just it's a opinion of mine. It ain't no legal theory. You would think at least one parent would turn their. I think that's my thing. Like y'all came back over here, and what you do? You coddled your children. Y'all moved so that people couldn't come find you. Okay, I don't know. Them parents ain't shit either. That's just the way I feel about it. Their parents have guided them, protected them all this time. Again, it ain't a legal theory. It's just a Chef Don theory. um, right? Yeah, they trash. They trash. I just, I don't know. Again, this situation is just so sad. And I know that I think this really did change a lot how people started seeing trips with friends and you being invited on trips and maybe not really knowing who the people are on the trips and stuff like that. Like, I think all of those things, the Shanquilla Robinson situation really taught us to like be super careful. I've seen more people go on trips by themselves than with a group of people. Because again, she wasn't friends with none of these people besides Khalil. She only knew of these other people. They went to school together. Accessory after the fact if there is evidence to support the charge. Well, I hope they find all kind of evidence, support every last charge that these folks deserve. That is just, I don't know, it's just some crazy stuff, y'all. It really is. Um, Shanquilla, I'm so sorry, baby. I'm just so sorry. These, this is crazy. Um, Let me see something. Um, I was trying to see. Okay. Anyway, I travel solo a lot, mostly for work, but also because I would never go anywhere waiting on other folks to pay for their parts of the trips. Now that's one thing I can absolutely agree on. I don't like waiting on people. When I want to go somewhere, I want to go. When I want to go, I want to go. I don't want to be waiting. Okay? I just do not want to be waiting around for nobody. I just want to go. What goes around comes around. Period. We have to keep praying for justice. I'm with you. I'm with you. I hope and pray that this baby receives justice because, again, she didn't deserve what happened to her in any way, shape, or form. They came out with all these theories and all these things that they said happened. And, oh, she was talking to such and such and such and such. That don't want that girl being unalived. It didn't want that. Also, Dejanay Imani Green, Dejanay Jackson Imani Green. Your boyfriend ain't shit either to be sitting over on FaceTime, if that's true. I really don't know if they know if that's true for real. But if that's true, whatever y'all was doing, I know one of y'all was recording it, and the other it did look like he was on FaceTime. Girl, he need to he needs something too, because you stupid too. I cannot read people. Um, I prefer traveling with family because friends can turn into your enemy quickly. Child. Yeah, no, I don't travel with people. You know what, like somebody say, oh, well, you want to go on this cruise with us? You know, I won't use cruise. You want to go to Mexico? Okay, prime example. I think about a year, it's been about a year and a half ago. I had a friend of mine who was having a birthday party and he wanted to go on a trip, right? He wanted to go to Miami and then he wanted to go to somewhere else. And when I realized that he was the only person that I knew on that trip, it was a no for me. It was a no for me. Friend, I love y'all. I'll send your little cash out, okay? Because I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm not gonna be able to do it. I don't know none of these people. I don't. And some of them look like pure thugs. Can't do nothing with y'all. No, I'm good. I'm Gucci, baby. I'm good. Some of them, gee. Yeah, we talked about that. We talked about that alleged story that happened what last year, the year before. Uh, I think I have that video out here. Hmm. All right, y'all. Well, this was my video on the Shanquella. I was gonna do a pre-recorded video, and I said, nah, I wanna go live about this since we haven't talked about it in a while. But I can't end this again without saying justice for this baby girl because she absolutely deserves justice. Okay, she absolutely deserves justice. Again, for those of you that were just joining us, if you guys could uh, say a prayer for my dad and my family. Um, we're kind of like all over the place. Unfortunately, um, he is a mechanic and he was working under a car, and the car fell on him and broke a lot of bones. And he has some head bleeding going on, and he lost a lot of blood. Um, and also, um, it's already a rough time for our family. So I'm in a state of like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm just kind of going through it. You know what I mean? So you are one of the very small number of CCs who have continued to cover her case. Kudos to you for continuing to speak her name. Oh, thank you. Absolutely. I listen when this first happened, it was just something about this story was just, and again, I connected it with the other three individuals that passed away from carbon monoxide poisoning. I had put it together, and then Gerald Jackson from the NCB was like, "No, these are two different situations." So, um, I kept covering this because I felt like this was, it was just dear to me, you know. So, thank you guys for the prayers. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm actually about to get off of here now and go check on some family members, honey. Um, okay, so listen, y'all, make sure y'all hit the like button. Y'all did pretty good with the likes on this video. Make sure if you listen to the replay of this video, please hit the like button. It's greatly, greatly appreciated. In the comment section, y'all leave your comments. Justice for Shanquilla, okay? Justice for Shanquilla Robinson. I am not giving out on hope. I just ain't. I ain't. But if this don't go the way that it should, call cousin Nunu, Pookie, Bookie, Boo Boo, Foo Foo, call them all. Uncle Bubba, call them all. Get them around here because at this point, street justice. Street justice. Okay. Anyway, again, justice for my girl. I don't know. And I think also with Shanquilla too, I felt like, now I'm not, I felt like this was also close to home. Maybe because she's young. She was a young black woman. It felt almost like I was covering a cousin, if that makes any sense or something. I don't know, but the story just was dear to my heart. So anyway, much love to you all. You guys have a great day. Don't let anybody mess up your day. I will be back later on today to recap the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and then I have a couple of other things that I'm going to be doing as well. Okay, so shout out to you guys and thank you guys so much for being here, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.